Welcome to 0 to 60. Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 6 Zero Football Academy and 6 Zero Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado since 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of the football.
That was his dream to play for Colorado.
And McChesney grew up in Colorado, always wanted to be a Buffalo, has had a great career.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We are at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much. Welcome to 0 to 60. Happy Wednesday to everybody out there. I'm Matt McChesney. Bailey's on the ones and the twos. We have a lot to talk about today. Let's get started.
Matt, happy Wednesday. We're in the building. Folks, if you're watching, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and become a member of the Dungeon family for only $2.99, the best $2.99 you'll ever spend. We are 2 days away until Colorado takes on Georgia Tech here on Friday. It's going to be a hell of a matchup here. We got college football games tomorrow. Matt, football season's here. Can't wait to really dive into it. It's going to be a hell of a season. But Coach Prime has named his starting quarterback in Kaidon Salter. I don't think this comes as much of a surprise. Julian Lewis, he said, will play in touches what appears to be like the end of the game scenarios of Colorado's blowing out teams. But it sounds like for the most part, we're going to be seeing the Kaidon Salter show. Here's Coach Prime's comments on Kaidon Salter being the starting quarterback.
Julian Lewis.
Feeling darn good about him. We got two guys that are capable of getting the job done. Kaidon Salter's going to start. You guys knew that. I don't know why you played the play. He was going to start. The kid has a ton of experience, dual threat. He can throw the heck out of the ball as well. He's the guy. He's the guy at this point. We're praying and we're hoping that you see some juju periodically through the game as well. We would like to get him some reps as well, but the game predicates that.
There you have it. Matt, what are your thoughts on Kaidon Salter being Colorado's starting quarterback in 2025?
I didn't think they would even announce it until the game, but it makes sense. That's why he's here. Juju is, I bet you Juju's more talented, but Salter is a better player right now. Just from a perspective of experience and, knowing the little things it takes to be successful. Now, all that said, this is going to be a massive opportunity for them to run the shit out of the ball with this quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Big offensive line and really get nasty. So I am super excited to watch that. They're wearing their traditionals. They're wearing black and gold on Friday night. So it'll be awesome to see. And this is a good move by Coach Prime going with the vet. And, the quarterback competition played out the way it played out. And this guy's a starter, and we'll see. And look, it's nice to have quarterback depth because, let's be real. If Shador went down in the last 2 years, we're fucked. But if Salter goes down, God forbid, knock on wood, Juju walks in. Yeah. And then I don't feel like we're fucked. I feel like it's like, wow, look at the opportunity we have now to see if the young guy can play. Sure. So we're not if he can play, it's watch him play because everybody knows he can. So, yeah, man, I'm interested to see what Salter is. Liberty and Boulder are very different places with very different very, very different standards and different schedules, and pretty much everything's different. So I'm very interested to see the offense. I'm very interested to, I am going to be breaking this down like crazy. I really can't wait to see it.
I'm really excited. Really excited to see Kaidon Stalter in a starting role for Colorado. And, when you ask what to expect in Kaidon Stalter in game one, this is somebody who's thrown for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns, rushed for over 2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns in Division I college football over at Liberty, played in the Fiesta Bowl against Oregon a few years ago, played against some experienced competition. Now, I think with him in Colorado in this game specifically against Georgia Tech, we want him to be experienced, game manager, efficient, no turnovers, manage the rock and manage the offense, make sure the offense is efficient. And also, I really think the run game is going to be a big part of this game, Matt. We've talked about it extensively. I talked about it yesterday. I really think Colorado is going to lean into it, having Michael Washington and Kaidon Taylor coming out of the backfield. I think they're going to really lean into those two and the massive offensive line that they have. What are your expectations for Kaidon Stalter in his first start, Matt?
To win.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about the numbers. This isn't fantasy football. I don't give a shit about fantasy football either. Keep that in mind, because I'm a lineman, and Bree's always like, help me with my fantasy team. And I'm like, are there any linemen? No. Oh, fuck your fantasy team.
That's funny.
But it's not fantasy football. So I don't care about the numbers. I care about how we win. He could go 9 for 15 for 150 yards and a touchdown, but then 25 carries.
Sure. Yeah.
150 yards rushing. So I don't give a shit about the numbers. I care about how he manages the offense and how he distributes the ball to the playmakers. There's nothing worse than having elite receivers and a guy who can't get him the ball. So I know this guy can throw it, but he's not Shador. So let's see how his accuracy is. Let's see how the deep ball looks. That I have a feeling that our guys are still going to be running wide open. It's just different because it'll be off of play action and RPO rather than straight drop back 500 ball. And look, we were really good at straight drop back 500 ball. I just want us to be bullies also. There is a world where you can do both. So we can play bully ball, and we can also play 500 ball at the same time. So I'm very eager to see how that goes.
Yeah, if you think about it last year, Matt, if Colorado leaned into the run game even more, I think it would have taken even more pressure off Shador, potentially opened up even more success. But
I think they would have been able to run the ball in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
If they would have averaged 140 yards rushing a game, which is middle of the road in college football, I think they would have been an 11-win team and in the playoffs. I think they would have won the Big 12.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
No, I share that same sentiment. I think they could have had far more success had they leaned into the run. Now with Stalter, don't be looking for looking at his preview into this game. Don't be looking for stats from him. Look for crazy efficiency here, because I'm not going to expect him to go for 300 yards passing, whatever, or even I think 100 rushing yards is much more obtainable for him than 300 yards passing by far. So I would look for efficiency with him versus crazy.
Who's the starting running back?
First start, at least, especially.
Who's the starting? Who's going to start at running back?
Welch, from what I understand.
So Welch is the starter,
and
then Hayden is
out with a hand injury.
Hayden's too.
Hayden.
Won't have Hayden. Hayden's hurt.
Hayden has a hand injury, so from what I understand,
he's that's out. Right. So it's Welch, and then number 20. What's his name?
Kaidon Taylor. And then you got, I think, Simeon Price. You got the Coastal Carolina transfers hurdling over cats in practice. He's your third guy as well.
Number 21, right? Price is 21.
26 or something, yeah.
26. Yeah. And look, I wouldn't be surprised if you see the elite receivers getting fly reverses and Z reverses and orbit reverses and lining up at fucking. I wouldn't be surprised if you see those guys in the backfield, honestly.
Yeah, or Draylon Miller, we saw last year a lot as a true freshman getting carries out of the backfield and getting some reps of wide receiver. I'd say be on the lookout for him definitely in the running back spot, at least at some capacity.
Yeah, I think Draylon Miller is going to get a lot of work.
Yeah, Draylon Miller going to be having. I mean, he's going to get a lot of burn
on Saturday morning. Okay, on Saturday morning when we wake up after a dub, okay, I want to see 45 carries.
Yeah, I'm with
45.
that.
I want to see 45
carries.
fucking carries. I want the all 22 version in the film to be boring as shit. I just want it to be 6 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards, 20 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards, and then maybe RPO play action for a touchdown. Like I want it to be. I want to be bored watching the game.
Sure.
Like we're up by 2 touchdowns and we're just hammering the ball and it's over. And there's none of this like, well, I hope Shador can pull a rabbit out of a hat tonight so we can win a game. That's fun. It's fun, but it's also, I don't know if my heart can handle any more fucking drama this week. So I can't have a heart attack on Friday night. We're already missing the goddamn high school game, and I can't coach in it. I could, but I'm not going because Nick hasn't been to school all week, and we found out yesterday that he's out for the season, and it's pretty devastating. So he dislocated his kneecap and tore the ligament that holds your kneecap in space, and then they crushed his MCL really bad. The good thing is his ACL and his PCL and his meniscus are intact, but so he's probably gonna have surgery in 2 weeks. We're fingers crossed that it can heal a bunch in 2 weeks, and maybe we can just rehab the fuck out of it and maybe get him back on the field at the end of the season. And when my son, the doctor's like, well, we could keep you out for the year, and he goes, no, Doc, I need to get back on the field. And his mother is sitting over there, and she's his mother. And I'm like, okay, he's a ball player. And she's like, well, I don't know. He's like, no, Mom, I'm going back on the fucking field. And I'm like,
oh, hell yeah.
Relax.
All right, Nick. I mean, setting him my best wishes and prayers. That's
just he's a badass, bro.
He's
so
a badass
I'm
in the way he responds. So it sounds like
look, I was torn up about this, and I still am, but watching him handle it a little bit better has helped me handle it.
For sure. Good.
So we're going to be watching the game Friday night, sitting posted here and watching Vista play Arapahoe, and then everything will be back to normal on Monday, hopefully.
No doubt. Well, prayers up to Nick. Speedy recovery. He's already got the mindset.
He's so angry, though, bro. Brody Seek plays for Arapahoe. Nick has been training for Brody all since the day the season ended last year. I was like, opening week is Brody Seek. Get your mind right. And he has been literally training to go against this guy every day. He wakes up in the morning and Brody Seek's face is the first thing he sees. I would show him pictures and videos of him and shit. And he doesn't get that opportunity. So I was like, well, now you got to go play him in college.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Now you got to go find him in college and track him down. So
exactly, go track him down. Exactly. Well, prayers up to Nick. I know he's gonna have it. He already has that mindset. He's gonna get back there quick. So
and look, it hasn't slowed down anything. Oklahoma still wants him to come out. I don't think we can make the Michigan game because he's going to be on crutches and shit, and I'm not doing that to him. But SMU sent him an invite last night, and they want him to come out to games. Coach Justice, who just offered Roper, and so nothing is slowing down. It's just a different speed.
For sure. Prayers up to Big Nick, and we gotta let's move forward because I gotta get your reaction to this. I discussed this. I did a whole show on this yesterday, a brief show on this yesterday, because this is I can't wait to get your reaction to this. Georgia Tech safety Clayton Powell-Lee. Matt, he made some interesting comments about Coach Prime and specifically Colorado here. I'm going to get your reaction to these comments. Take a listen to this.
Thoughts on playing in the elevation or facing this crowd or just in general going out to Colorado?
Everybody says it's a different experience, but I've experienced some crazy stadiums since being here. So just knowing that, not trying to overhype it, honestly, it's another game. I know they bring out celebrities, they do all this crazy stuff, but we're playing football. Then none of them playing. They can hype you up all they want to, but you want to feel not them. Exactly, come on.
All I had to say to this was, Jordan Seaton, I hope you get off a double team, make it to the second level, and meet up with Powell-Lee here. Matt, what do you got to say to this?
This is the national perception.
Yes.
This is how people look at us. If you're not part of the family and you're not part of the Buffalo family and you're not a prime sexual or you're not a buff or whatever, and that's not a term of disrespect anymore. That's a term of endearment. I'm also a prime sexual.
Yes.
I transitioned.
That's awesome.
Fucking
Oh, shit.
This is how people look at us, bro. So I don't necessarily agree with him, but I feel like there's some envy in there. Like, homie,
Sure.
but I'm sorry no one's showing up at Georgia Tech's games. Like, I'm sorry Lil Wayne's from the South, but he's not performing in the South. I'm sorry Coach Key doesn't have any connections. But what the fuck, dog? Like, it seems to me like he didn't have a lot to say about football, and he had a whole lot to say about the atmosphere. And yeah, is it Sanford Stadium in Georgia? No, it's not. But I've been to Georgia before, and it's crazy. But it's not Boulder. Boulder is its own unique, really, really, really loud, mile-high stadium where they're literally smoking dope in the stadium and no one can do shit about it. Like, there are more joints passed around in that stadium than any other stadium I've ever been in. There's nothing you can do about it. Zero. Zip. Nada. Last year at one of the games that I was at with Nick, there were people smoking fucking blunts right behind the players section. Like, they were trying to pass it to the players and shit. And, like, the parents were like, no. And the players were like, yeah. So, yeah, I don't think it's valid. I think it's kind of ridiculous. That said, this is obviously what they're focusing on, which is good. I want them to focus on all the extracurricular shit. I want them walking around looking for celebrities. I want them walking around looking at the lights and worried about what's on TV rather than what's happening on the field. CU's guys are used to it. They're used to having, every major, record label rapper in the game at the game, and they're used to having actors and athletes and big timers everywhere and bad bitches on the sideline because God Almighty, there's some ass cheeks on that sideline in Boulder. I'll tell you what. They're used to all that shit. Georgia Tech ain't used to that. They've never walked into an environment like they're going to in Boulder, especially in the opener on a Friday night to open college football. Like, that place is going to be fucking jumping Friday night. So, yeah, bro, just be careful what you wish for and talk that shit because I guarantee you Coach Prime showed him this. And now we can figure out if we're rooted in substance or if we're just the style team, because I don't think we're the style team. I didn't think we were when Dan Lanning said it. I just thought we had some guys with some swag. Well, that's not happening in Boulder anymore. Our quarterback doesn't have a film crew following him around, and like, it's not as hyped as it's been. Yet the country still seems to think it's the same way. So I think that Georgia Tech is going to walk into a buzzsaw, bro.
I don't think Georgia Tech's gonna ever expect Colorado like to punch them in the mouth, like in the trenches or like in that type of way. I think, like you mentioned, they have the connotation of celebrities and yada yada, and that's fine. They can walk into it that way. I think they're going to meet a pleasant surprise come Friday. Now, I'm really excited for this matchup. Like, it's one of my favorite matchups of the weekend here. But Georgia Tech fans seem to have stumbled across a tape of Coach Hart talking about Georgia Tech's offensive line, and I want to get your reaction to this, Matt. Here, and I'm just curious because this has been circulating across social media. Take a look.
Like these linemen, we've seen them when they pull, they're not physical. They're just getting in the way to create bodies because they got skill guys. So be physical with them, and we set the tone.
That's the clip, and Tech fans are running with it, and that's fine. What do you think? I think it's funny.
I think that Georgia Tech is really physical.
True.
And I think that they pretty much the only thing they do well offensively is grunt and get 4 yards in a cloud of dust with their quarterback, especially. So now he may see something different. He's a linebacker coach, so I'm not watching the film he's watching. So I'm watching TV copies and shit and like just old games. They seem to me, what were they last year? 7-5?
Yeah, like 7-5 or something like that.
8-5, something like that. Did they win their bowl game?
Let's see. Damn. Hold on.
I just look. I don't.
7-6. Yeah.
So they lost their bowl game. So, and then they lost that overtime throw to Georgia at the end of the year, and that's a rivalry game, and it's a toss-up. So look, this is the bad part about recording everything.
That was my next question. How do you feel about this being put out there?
This is the bad part about recording everything. So when you're, and I'm going to catch some heat for this, but this is facts, and this is why people watch the show. This is why people listen, thanks to Believe and YouTube and FanDuel and everybody else that does their part for us to have a show. When you ran the ball for 65 yards a game last year, it's really hard for me to buy into you calling anybody else soft. So this is why I want to see it, bro. Because this is what is going around social media right now. It's how can they call anybody else soft? They're blah, blah, blah. All they do is throw the ball, yada, yada, yada. So a team that hangs their hat on RPOs, straightforward run game, and Georgia Tech, and a team who's saying they're going to hang their hat in it in Boulder, it should be a really slobber knocker physical football game then. Good.
Yeah, for sure.
There's two ways of thinking about this. How could he say it? But then also, are you going to match what he says? Like, as a linebacker, are you going to play downhill and be physical and stop the run and hold him to 3 yards of carry? Offensively, are you going to go run the ball for 5 yards of carry and show people that we're not what they think we are, which is just an exaggerated 7-on-7 team? So, bro, I'm just saying, bro, I wonder if he would have said it if he knew he was being filmed. And I'm sure he knew, right?
You would think. I mean, everything coming out of there.
I personally wouldn't have film in the meeting room.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you want to put like a 60-second clip up of talking about like the opponent or their scheme or something that everybody already knows. But this is bulletin board material, bro. Play it again.
Let's take a listen to this.
We strike these linemen. We seen them when they pull. They're not physical. They're just getting in the way to create bodies because they got skill guys. So be physical with them, and we set the tone.
He's not saying anything wrong. That's what everybody's saying in their meeting room to their players. But it is recorded and on social media, and now every pundit in the world's running with
social media perception.
Yeah. I like it. I like the message. I don't like the delivery from a perspective of why is he being filmed when he's in the meeting room? We can't have any more meeting room filming.
Yeah, certainly a question mark.
Not everything needs to be fucking told to the public.
And I think, I mean, for the most part, I always thought Bucky and everybody else were pretty strategic with what they put out there. I want to say they took this down after it kind of circulated, but I mean, it's already out there. Shit.
Well, the other thing is, as an ex-defensive and offensive lineman, the pullers that try and run straight at you and murder you, I just don't lay those guys anyway.
Sure.
I just move, and then they fucking fall on their face. Like, the most of the pulls that you do, if you're under control, you're not supposed to be destroying people. You're supposed to be building a wall so you can run behind it. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to build an alley. You're not I say this constantly. Yes, I want you to be physical on your pulls, but your body presence and where you end up and how you seal a gap is way, way, way more important than being super physical at the point of attack. And now that said, if you're the flat puller and you're hugging the line of scrimmage and you're trying to kick out a defensive end and both men have to meet at one point, that's a really physical football play. If you're pulling on power, you're probably going to meet the linebacker in the hole. But keep in mind that every good defensive player has a gap.
Yeah.
So they're not going to jump out of their gap, or a good back's going to find it, because a good guard is going to be under control and be able to seal a bad player if they shoot a gap.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh man, like Steve Hutchinson was a very, like, I'm not going to say he was finesse, but he wasn't like throwing guys on the fucking ground. He was just unbelievably talented at positioning himself in a way that allowed Sean Alexander to run behind him and Walt. You feel me? Like Alan Faneca, a guy who's a great friend of the show, Hall of Famer, and a guy that I played with with the Jets, who really taught me a ton, because I was his backup. Faneca wasn't out there fucking bully balling people. He was out there maneuvering himself both on pulls and on base blocks and zone blocks to put it in position so the back had a two-way go. You know what I'm saying? Like, his body presence is more, covering up the guy is more important than destroying the guy. And especially in these days where holding is called indiscriminately, if anybody's on the fucking ground, exactly. I'd rather you stay up and block him so you can go block somebody else. Yeah. So I don't know, man. The longer you get to break down a 15-second clip, the more you can pick it apart. But we'll see. We'll see. We're talking tough. Now we need to go be tough, because there's a lot of people that don't think we are tough. So the only way that you can show people that you are tough is to go be tough on the field and show it. So I'm very eager to see if we're going to do it or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Time will tell. But, Matt, I think well said by you on the offensive line front for sure. Shout out to East Coast Kev for the $5 donation. He says that safety from Georgia Tech better not lay an egg like that Torrey Horton kid from Colorado State he was talking to. See how that turned out. Yeah, I mentioned that on my show yesterday. I'm not going to compare the two. I'm just saying there's a history of people talking recently in the Coach Prime era, and that catching up.
Yeah.
So about this game, I think Georgia Tech's a far superior opponent to the Colorado State Sheep.
And that's what I would say. Georgia Tech and Colorado State are not the same animal.
Yeah.
So,
good boy. Oh, Lord.
Colorado State, Boz, Georgia Tech's a good football team.
Yeah. Definitely. One more piece of Colorado news before we get out of here. I'm interested as an alumni, Matt, what your reaction to this will be here. But there's going to be a replacement. Ralphie the Sixth will be retiring immediately, according to Adam Rittenberg of ESPN. He says there was an indifference to running that contributes to this decision. I think that's pretty well stated there. I don't really. Yeah. Here's the final.
Worst fucking Ralphie ever.
Yeah, the final Ralphie run here.
I mean, look at that shit. That's not intimidating anybody. Make a fucking buffalo burger out of this piece of shit and give me a new buffalo. Get this fucking lame off the field now. Get it off now, bro. I ran behind a fucking 2-ton bison, homie.
Yeah.
Like, if you they were like, don't stick your hand in the cage, it'll rip your hand off. Like, this fucking thing was not fucking around. It was full charge down the sideline. If you didn't get out of the way, you got ran the fuck over. That's a buffalo burger in a harness.
Well,
give me some ranch dressing, slice this sumbitch up, and feed some people. But get me a new fucking buffalo now. And the fact that we're not running a buffalo on Friday night is just another tradition dead. Well, and I hope they bring it back, but it's not fucking happening Friday. So we're not running Ralphie. We don't sing the fucking fight song. What else in Boulder do we need to stop doing because we did it in the past?
Well, here, let me give you some in context. So according to Brian Howell, been on the show, shout out to him, does a hell of a job reporting Colorado for a long period of time. Colorado's decision to retire Ralphie the Sixth wasn't the last minute. It was made months ago. Ralphie the Seventh is identified and has been training for a while. She was hoping she'd be ready for Friday, but as always, they're on the timeline of the animal, and she's not quite ready.
It's running in a fucking half circle. It's a buffalo. They aren't genetically programmed to run.
I mean, I'm sure you gotta train it, man.
Oh my fucking God.
You gotta train
the fuck. Motherfucker. No, dude, that's not cool. When the goddamn buffalo doesn't run, bad shit happens.
For sure. And since
This is facts, bro. Anytime she didn't run in college, we would fucking lose. Whenever she doesn't run and when I'm out of college, I swear to God.
I believe you.
Anybody that's been there
Friday night, then.
What happened at BYU last year when in the bowl game when she fucking trotted out? Did we get shit stomped? Yes.
Well, Ralphie the Sixth, shout out to Brian Howell for posting these facts. Ralphie the Sixth had by far the shortest tenure of any Ralphie. She went 4 seasons. The others all went 10 seasons at least. So
well, yeah, the other ones weren't a bitch. And I'm not just saying that because it was a female. That thing sucked. That bitch ass Buffalo was terrible, dog. Terrible. Okay.
Well,
terrible. It was awful every time. And it's fucking super tiny and like fuck, man, put a couple of little fucking shoehorns on it and it looks like the Ram. Get this little fuck out of here. I'm sorry, but that was like a DEI Buffalo. All right. That was Boulder trying to make sure everybody gets a fucking chance. That was a DEI Buffalo, and I just need the Buffalo that can actually do the job, not the Buffalo that wants the job. And that's just the way I'm feeling, okay? No more DEI Buffaloes in Boulder. Thank you very much. Get me one that can actually fucking run and intimidate. I'm sure we can find one. There's fucking Buffalo everywhere out here. This is kind of what we do, considering we're called the fucking Buffaloes. So, yeah, no more DEI buffs. Just because it's a female and it's young and we got to give it a chance. Shut the fuck up. Take your granola ass back to your house and stop watching the game. We're going to chop that Buffalo up and make some burgers, and we're going to fucking move on to another one, period.
Wow. Chop it up, make some burgers. Well, that is the end. That ends the tenure of Ralphie the Sixth. I'm curious as to what game we'll see Ralphie the Seventh, hopefully this season. Fortunately, it will not. Okay, all right. We're going to take a commercial.
Out with like pink hair and fucking nose ring.
On the other side, we got to talk about Nebraska because the Nebraska DB made some interesting comments before their game against Cincinnati in Arrowhead Stadium tomorrow. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got married, and I can't wait to get Matt's reaction to that. We're also going to talk betting, as this show is brought to you by FanDuel, and I've already made a little money line bet for a game tomorrow, and I don't think Matt's going to agree at all. That and so much more. If you're watching, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, become a member of the Dungeon family for only $2.99. Best $2.99 you ever spent in your life. We'll see you in 2 minutes, folks. Peace.
Whether it's offensive linemen as they work combos and double teams and also pass pro and punch, I think the unique physicality of this is outstanding. So much so that you can use it for your shield on punt team or as you rush in the shield. There's so many different ways that we're using it. We get better a little bit every single day, and I just wanted to say thank you because I hadn't ever thought of this, and when I saw it, it made total sense, and we're doing a great job with it. So thank you, man. Go Big Red. What this has done for us is it's allowed us to, because of the surface area, because of its firm nature, I can still strike against another player and have to use that punch just like you do on a sled. At the same time, have to time my punch because it could move. I can teach defensive linemen how to handle double teams because they can feel pressure. We can simulate contact in a safe environment in non-contact times because of this unique bag.
Welcome down here to the Lab 60 Football Academy, 60 Strength and Fitness. I am your owner and operator, Matt McChesney. I just wanted to let everybody know that 60 is now on Cameo. You can go on Cameo and request any tips for training, any offensive line, defensive line tips, recruiting tips. I get so many inquiries in my inbox on a daily basis about tips and can you look at my film and can you do this? Can you break down something for me? I'd love to. All right? It's like the Joker said, my man, right here. If you're good at something, never do it for free. So Cameo is now your bridge to 60 Football Academy. Go in, request what you want, tips, suggestions, recruiting, film, and we will make sure that you get the absolute best from the best. So check out 60 on Cameo at 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy.
And we're back on this fine Wednesday. If you're watching, hit that like button. Matt, headed into the weekend here, do you have any bets that you like? There's a lot of college football about to go down here. We're going to break down and cover as much as we can here. Do you have any games, I guess, starting tomorrow? Dylan Raiola and Nebraska take on Cincinnati.
Hey, you want to see how nobody can take a joke?
Sure. Coach Prime.
What is wrong with these people?
That's the most important.
I don't know what tradition you're talking about because I didn't fucking lose when I was there at all. Like we lost games, but I don't know what losing tradition you're talking about. Since the days of Darian Hagan. Darian Hagan was done in 1990. Colorado is a powerhouse until 2004. But again, this is just another prime sexual thinking I'm talking shit. I'm not talking shit. I just think that there's some traditions I would like to see consistently, like running Ralphie and the fight song. It's not on Coach Prime. You think Coach Prime is out running fucking Ralphie tryouts, you fucking moron? Coach Prime's out there fucking running Ralphie tryouts. Like, we need a new Ralphie. Nah, man. He just said that this Ralphie's weak and we need a bigger, more intimidating one, and they couldn't train to get it done. It's okay for me to criticize the Ralphie handlers, you fucking jerk off. Jesus Christ in heaven. No one's criticizing the program. I'm criticizing the fucking soft-ass Ralphie, the DEI hire. That one sucked. Maybe we should figure out a way to run the Buffalo every fucking week. That's all. My bad.
Well, you know what?
Fuck.
I want to
table your whole fucking 18 years alive. Excuse me?
I want to table our betting conversation because there's something I want to discuss. But before that, pertaining Colorado Buffaloes, I believe this is today. Randy Moss visited Colorado Buffaloes practice and actually spoke to the team here. Take a listen.
I love what you're doing around here, Coach, because this is what I stand for. There's a reason I told Coach I wanted to come and see this team. There is a reason. All this professional football talent around here, hey, guys, y'all might not know it, and I know you heard it. This is a professional setting from the meals, the coaches, the preparation, everything they do. So if you're asking me, why am I here? I just want to see the attention to detail. I just want to see what's coming out that tunnel Friday. That's why I'm here. I'm here for the love of my brother, but at the same time, I love this game. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. I see believe on your shirts, right? I don't care who they come and put y'all in front of, right? Y'all got to believe. If you're prepared, you're going to go ahead and take it home, man.
Matt, what do you got to say to that? Randy Moss visits Coach Prime in Colorado.
Awesome. I mean, again, anytime you can hear a message from a guy like that, you got to absorb it. I hope Sincere is listening to him wholeheartely because Sincere's coming from Campbell. Yeah. He went to Marshall.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go, Sincere. Be the best fucking receiver in the country and go pull a Randy Moss.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I hope that everyone hears him and they're not just enamored with Randy Moss standing there. Sure. But again, T.O. and Randy Moss walking around and God knows whoever else is up there. This is what Georgia Tech was talking about. But I'll take it. I'd much rather have the guys there and the message being sent to my football team and the ability to help with recruiting off of it rather than who you think's visiting Georgia Tech. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'm excited.
All the Atlanta Rappers are in Boulder because Coach Prime runs Atlanta because that's his town. Brett Key just rents there. So who do you think's going to Georgia Tech's who's talking to them? Fucking
their alumni.
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Well, I mean, going back to your comparison, that's a great. I didn't even think of that. Sincere Brown at Campbell. That's a good point. Randy Moss coming from Marshall. I can't wait to see Sincere on Friday, especially him in his senior year. I really expect him to really take the Big 12 by storm here, Matt. But it's time. It's time that we react to this. I don't know what to say to this. The NFL account posted this, by the way. I'll just note.
They got married or engaged?
They're engaged. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged, Matt. I know what your thoughts are on marriage and pull all of that. And I just want to get your thoughts on this here. Uh-oh. Are you happy about this? Did Bree text you about this and was like super happy? Like, I don't, is it like, how is this take?
Fucking Kaidon, it's what? No, she's smarter than that. She knows where I stand on all this shit. Look, this is how I feel about this. Travis Kelce, there's one of two ways to do this. Number one, you can become Travis Swift and just follow around fucking teeny bopper all over the fucking world and like rock out to her music and act like you like it, you lying motherfucker. Kelce Swift, there you go. And like, just, you know, you can push the baby care. Like, they're gonna have nannies and maids and shit, so she's not gonna do anything when they have kids. You can just be, you know, that guy. You see them, the professional like husbands that are like pets to their wives. Those guys. He could be a pet. He could be Taylor's new pet. Or you could be the baddest motherfucker alive and marry her and divorce her and take half of her shit and be a fucking superhero for every single goddamn man out there that's been in this situation, which none of us have. Because even though you're loaded, she's 50 times more loaded than you. And bro, I'm telling you, I don't care who you play for. I know I'm a Bronco guy. You would be my favorite player ever. If you marry her, 6 months in, you drop the fucking hammer, you take half of her shit, you make her fucking just climb through the fucking like the walls of the divorce proceedings to get what she wants. I'm talking full custody. I'm talking I want the dogs. I want the fucking vacation houses. I want all the cars, everything. Just like Anthony Edwards, bitch. That fucking bitch is going in on him. Fuck, man, you might as well just become that guy. Just be the bastard and fucking cut it off like a year and a half in, dog. Have a kid, and then you have all the power. Once you have a kid, Travis, because she makes more money than you, you have all the power, bro. You can just be like, oh, well, she hires guys to beat my ass. Fuck.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Travis, bro, please, for the love of God, please, God, just 2 years in, just fucking axe this shit and take half of her shit and make her life a living hell. Please, Jesus, so all the fucking women can experience it out here in the world one fucking time. You want to know how Jeff Bezos' wife or ex-wife became the like richest woman in the world? Divorce. Yeah. Fuck all you hoes. It's our turn.
It was like a Washington State school teacher or something.
Yeah. And now she's got 40 billion because she got divorced from Jeff Bezos. Like, that's a job. So yeah, man, as a guy who's been divorced and have to pay out of the ass for alimony every month, I really want fucking Travis to be the champion of this and fuck this bitch up, but that's just me. I don't care about the Swifties. Come at us, Swifties. Hey, Swifties, come at us. Come join the show, join the chat, get our numbers up, and it'll be a win-win.
Sure. Yes. All Kansas City Chiefs fans, Queendom fans, Swifties, get in the chat. Let's go.
Would you, if you were Travis, would you sign the prenup?
Oh, that's a good question.
I wouldn't. Fuck you. I would act just like a bitch. I would act just like a bitch, Bailey. You want me to sign a prenup? I thought you really loved me. Fuck. That's exactly what I would do. Oh, you want me to sign a prenup? I thought we were doing this together. I already have my own money. I thought you already loved me.
Yeah, so that's
No, I don't want to sign a prenup. Absolutely. I would never leave you, baby. I know that the girl before you was a 5'10" black girl with an ass that probably tastes like chocolate ice cream. But yeah, I really like you. You're thin as a rail and no ass cheeks whatsoever, and it's total fucking 180. But yeah, I doubt that I'll swing that other way when I get bored. So yeah, we don't need a prenup. And then immediately, right when we're fucking good, like 2.5 years in, I know it keeps going up, but the longer you're in, the more money you get. And like then he can go dabble back into what he really likes.
You know, I listened.
His ex-girlfriend is bad as fuck, dog. I don't know what.
We showed that on JB's show.
Other than like her being super rich and being famous, I don't get it.
Well, yeah, I don't. Who knows, Matt? With this, like, there's a lot of things with Travis Kelce I don't think you or I get or understand. Like, the swim shoot, like the photo shoots with the goddamn chest hair and the slick back. I don't know. We've talked about this shit. We've showed it. There's a lot of things going on that are questionable.
That you love me.
Wow. Shout out to Michael Mayer for watching the show. Unbelievable. Well, I knew you would have a unique opinion on this, and indeed you do. Congratulations to them.
I bet you, like, sex with Taylor Swift is like laying down next to a piece of plywood. Like, it's stiff, it's rigid, and you're probably going to splinter.
Jesus. Well, I have no comment.
And then also, I'm also going to say this. Travis, have you learned nothing? Marriage is not the road, bro. All you married guys, don't sit here and tell me you're fucking happy. Shut your mouth, okay? Shut your fucking mouth. No, you're not happy. You're stuck in a contract. Don't sit here and tell me you're fucking pumped when you wake up next to fucking the same fucking old bitch that hates you after 20 years, and she looks at you and you look at her and you're like, let me beat the cobwebs off this pussy this morning and I guess we'll fuck. Yeah, that sounds real fun. You don't lie to me. Don't fucking lie.
I'm 22 years old. I ain't the one you're talking to.
Look at that. She probably slurps it great. No way. There's no way. No way with those little bird lips. She doesn't have the ability to fucking get in there and give some talent. Come on, dog. And she's a fucking singer. So she knows she ain't going to choke on nothing. She's not intentionally going to choke on anything. It'll fuck up her vocal cords. So what is he going to get? Is she going to get a blowjob coach like Andy Dick in fucking Old School?
Oh my gosh! All right.
Or is he going to be able to go get? Is he going to be able to go like find a way to get a blowjob? Because no singer's going to do that. You might rupture a fucking vocal cord. And then also, how cool would Travis Kelce be if he actually ruptured her vocal cord while getting some head and that ended her career? Fuck. There's so many different avenues here that we can go down that we haven't explored. And I really think that we need to keep this like, where are they going to get married? Also, who knows? Probably at a Kansas City game, right?
I swear, if the Chiefs win another fucking Super Bowl, and this is what the setup is, they do the engagement before the season.
Dog, if they go back to the Super Bowl and she's the fucking halftime entertainment, and then they get married a week later, I'm fucking done with the NFL. The NFL has totally popicized the game. I'm fucking done. Fuck you. I'm out. If she's the halftime show, I'm out. I'm out, dog. I don't even want to watch the Super Bowl.
Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say anymore. Congratulations to them. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Congratulations to Travis on fucking maybe making $250 million.
I'm just repeating what the NFL account said. Don't shoot
the NFL posted that?
Yes, don't shoot the messenger. I didn't say anything. That was just the NFL account talking.
You would. You fucking would, you dirty bitches. There's tons of guys getting fucking hitched. By the way, the divorce rate for NFL players is like 80%. So just remember that. It is so high, bro. Are you kidding me? You actually think that, like, and you know this because you played in college. But there's this thing where like women gravitate towards guys who play ball, and then when you don't play ball anymore, they're like, "Oh, you don't play anymore. I'm going to take half of your shit." And then the line moves. And look, Travis Kelce's in line. The line keeps moving. Is this the line to lose half of my shit? Look, it's moving. That's why I always say to my son, every time we talk about women, I say to my son, "Are you the commodity or is she?" I am. Do you chase pussy? No. Good thinking. Do you build walls? Yes. Do you sleep with any strumpet fucking gremlin that wants to fucking spread her legs? No. You guard your dick like it's the golden dollar, bro, because it is.
That's
period.
True.
And you do not fucking, it's not just like the fuck culture that's out here right now. Be the opposite of fuck culture. And find, like, really, really, establish yourself before you ever think about getting involved with a fucking female.
Great advice, Matt. I really think great advice. And this landscape 2025. This has been a good show here on this fine Wednesday. I know Matt's busy and got stuff to do here. We'll be back here tomorrow talking all things Colorado Buffaloes football, previewing all the college football games happening tomorrow. I did place a money line bet tomorrow. I will reveal tomorrow in the show, and Matt and I will debate it because I don't think Matt's going to agree at all. But we'll see. We'll debate that, talk all things Colorado Buffaloes football, preview Colorado versus Georgia Tech in depth, and dive into keys to victory for Colorado and more. Matt, any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, man, it's not fair to the rest of the Kansas City players, too. They have to act like they like Taylor Swift and shit. Like all the other 52 guys on the team and Coach Reed and the whole staff and all the administrators and all the practice squad guys, everybody has to like act when she comes around. They have to act like they're glad that she's there. But her music's on and Travis is in there fucking jumping around in his jockstrap, fucking playing softball with his tits, trying to fucking like get everybody to, everyone come over and let's fucking lip sync Taylor. Oh, let's sing Taylor. Oh my God. That's not fair. That's not fucking cool. The metalhead in the room is like, turn this fucking cunt off, but you can't yell that at Travis Kelce. Nope. So yeah, man, it's not fair. It's not cool. Not cool.
Wow. We'll be back tomorrow on Thursday talking all things Colorado football, college football, NFL, and more. If you're watching, go ahead and pound that like button, subscribe, and become a member of the Dungeon family for only $2.99.
Did you see this guy getting
Oh,
fucked?
yes.
Holy shit, bro. Tyreek Hill. How many wives has this guy had? Holy fuck. How does he pay for all this shit?
I mean, Gilbert Arenas talked about it on his podcast, made it sound like Tyreek Hill is like getting out of this like on the good note. I don't know. He's got to pay her a lot of money. I just oh boy, I don't know. He makes $30 million a year.
He's got like 10 kids, right? At least 10.
Yeah, at least 10. Yeah.
He's got at least 3 or 4 ex-wives, and this new one he was only married to for like 10 months or some shit, and she's getting fucking like $50,000 a month and a huge lump sum payout and shit.
Like, or something. Yeah. Like,
holy God in heaven. I mean, look, women. You stop making businesses of your children, you broke bitches. Like, hey, football players and athletes and fucking rock stars and shit that actually earn your money, okay? You earn that money, not the gash that just met you at the club who's got a fat ass that you decided to nut in without a rubber, dumb fuck. Maybe you should ask them, can I see, the same way bitches are like, hey, can I see your bank account information? Because I've actually heard that they do that these days. You should say the same fucking thing to her. Pull your bank up real quick. And if you've got fucking $15 in the bank, you don't get to hang out. Your ass is writing checks that your mind cannot cash. And I'm tired of this shit. When are you going to understand you're the commodity? Quit jumping at every piece of fucking pussy that fires in front of your face. You're supposed to be an elite athlete and a 1%er. Act like it. There's plenty of fucking bitches out there or women out there that have their shit together that are like independent and that you don't have to support, that want to support themselves and want to do things right, that are just looking for somebody that's equal to them. Sure. Consistently going after the scrumpet that'll just blow you first and then getting married to her or having a kid with her, and then you're hooked to this bitch for the rest of your life, and that's what you wanted to do in the first place. It's like none of them listen. Because we have these seminars every year in the NFL. Every fucking year I was there. Make sure that you're doing things correctly. These fucking bitches are out here trying to get you in traps. Don't be stupid, yada, 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 constantly. And don't act like it doesn't fucking happen. So,
you ain't lying.
Man, I'm just telling you, man, just all men, focus on what you're doing. Stack your chips, build walls, and fucking isolate yourself until you're ready to be unleashed to the public. And then when you get unleashed to the public, make sure that the female that you're courting is actually worth courting.
Facts. No, Matt, great message. You're 100% right. Before we get out of here, to all those watching, we got 250 in the building. We need 250 likes. Go ahead and pound that like button, subscribe, and become a member of the Dungeon
Just
family.
Hire escorts, bro. After the game, you don't pay them to fuck, you pay them to leave.
Of course.
Everybody should know that. You don't pay an escort to fuck, you pay her to leave. And on that note, I'm out.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, folks. Peace.
See you tomorrow.